Okay. I guess I want to do the deck profile for the Fluffal Frightfur. First turn, over 32,000 damage. This is the deck profile I used, and I think it's the best one there is. At least for the one turn kill OTKs and stuff like that, so it's really consistent. I'd say 3 out of 4 I get it in one turn, a one turn kill with a tiger to a wolf, one turn kill. And then as you've seen, like sometimes you can get the saber and then you get, a sheep, and it's just ridiculous. So let's get right into it. 3 dog. Wish you could run like 7 of them, but 3 dog. He's your searcher. You're gonna need him because he can bring out whatever you're missing. One of the best combos is the dog. If you have a wing in your hand, bring in a bear. Send the bear to grave. Get a toy vendor. Send the wing as the discard for the vendor effect, and then you have a bear and a wing in the grave. Banish with wings effect, and then you get a draw 2 plus an add from your deck of any card, any Fluffal card, or monsters. So that's pretty intense. It's nice. 3-edge imp chain. He makes sheep, but he also searches, which is really nice. When he from hand or field to grave, you add a Frightfur card from deck to hand. So we go with it depends on the scenario, but you're gonna want to go with a fusion most of the time, because you want to do like a polymerization for a whatever tiger, wolf, and then you're gonna want to hit a fight for fusion, which is basically banish those cards you just used from the grave to get your, whatever one you have left. And then you also, in case you would want it, you can get the fight for factory with this, which is just like another polymerization thing. So yeah, that's the use of him. Bear gets vendor, pretty simple. Sabers, you need at least 2 sabers, maybe 3, because this guy, as it says, must be fusion summoned with the above fusion material monsters and no other ways. So you cannot use King of the Swamp, which I end up using a lot for sheep or tiger. So maybe 3, but I think it works perfectly too. 3 King of the Swamp adds a poly, and it also is, if you have the poly, it is like it's an edge imp for a tiger or a sheep. It's an edge imp chain for sheep. So I mean, that card I think is a staple. 1 owl, he adds a poly and he is a poly, so I feel like it's pretty nice. 3 mouse, he's so good. Like if you have the cards you need, summon him, you get 3 fodder, like 3 material to destroy, because you have summoned him, 2 more come to the field. Poly with the edge imp in your hand and maybe a bear, and then or the owl, whatever, and that'd be 5. So you'd be destroying 5, and then if you had a fusion in your hand, then you're also special summoning this guy for 5 attacks. So at that point, you can use him, and then he get torrential to bottomless. Like it doesn't even matter, because then you got this guy coming out with 5 or 6 attacks. So 3 wings. I think this is still OCG, but what you want to do is get him and another Fluffal in your grave, banish them both. Draw 1, and then to draw another, you destroy a vendor you have on the field, and then you draw. So you're gonna have drawn 2, and then you're gonna add from vendor's effect. Whenever it's sent to the grave, add an edge imp or Fluffal from deck to hand, which is just really good. starts off so many combos. 1-for-1 for mainly for mouse. If you really need it, you can get a wings, just so it wouldn't be dead, but definitely for mouse. Galaxy Cyclone, pop an opponent's spell or trap that is set, and then whenever it's in the grave, if you're in like a longer duel, you banish it, and then you kill your own vendor most of the time, because then you kill your vendor and you get a free search. Fusion, like I said, it's the polymerization, but you banish cards from a grave. For fusion conscription, if you're gonna get Edge of Chain with this, wait a turn, or you can use this to search for this guy and say Frightfur bear, and then oh look, I can add a Fluffal bear. So this guy can get you a bear or a chain or obviously a saber. But if you're going to use either of these guys with this effect, wait a turn, because you can't use their effects. Wait a turn to polymerization if it's chain, and wait a turn to... obviously you can't use this effect because this says that you need to... obviously, yeah, like I'm saying, wait a turn before the effect of the card you add can be used. Polymerization, okay. Dark Fusion, a super awesome polymerization. It's only used for a, what is that? A fiend, yep. Special summon that monster. The special summon monster by this effect cannot be targeted by opponent's spells, traps, or card effects this turn. A lot of people use this on them and they have no clue. So, it's just another way, you hit this on your wolf or something. They got I don't know, something stupid. Does bottomless target? I don't know, but it just protects them, and it's just another polymerization. But it's actually like really good. You can probably almost run it at 3, but I have the swamp, so we don't really need too many polymerization cards. One Frightfur Factory, another polymerization pseudo card. You can banish a poly or fusion spell from your grave, and fusion summon a Frightfur from your extra deck using hand or side of the field. So it basically just gives you another poly. After you use a poly, it gives you another poly. And then, yeah, when this card's sent to the grave, target one of your banished Frightfur fusions, ba-boom, and get it back to your hand. Toy vendor. You can use the fact it helps a lot. Like if you summoned a mouse, got the vendor, and then you got like a dog, then you can special the dog and get another search. So definitely necessary at 3. Solemn warning, just to keep you safe. It's really any card this could be. I just run the Solemn. It tends to keep you safe. And then the extra is every Fluffal monster. 3 of the wolf, 3 tiger, 3 sheep. The Mad Chimera, Saber Tiger, Leo, and bear with you have a couple level 4s. Yeah, you got 2 level 4s, so a Silent Honor and a Exciton just for in case. Okay, on to the extra. I never really used it. This is kind of just cards I was playing with. Grisale Prison. If you control a face-up monster that was tribute, ritual, or fusion summoned until the end of your opponent's next turn, neither player can synchro or XYZ summon. Synchro and XYZ monsters cannot attack, also their effects are negated. Damn. So, I mean, need I say more? It's pretty busted. If that arises, if you're playing that kind of deck. I guess so. I guess it'd be decent. Anything with synchros or XYZ, so something to play with. Trap stun. something to set. I mean, I don't know. A wiretap, trap stun, mirror force. Just these are cards like if you wanted. This is like the OTK version, but it also might be the best version of the deck because the deck really is like OTK. Like I gotta kill you right now before you set up because you don't really have much power. You have the sheep and he's cool, but he's not that great. He seems overpowered, but he's kind of weak. He comes back. He resurrects himself every turn, once per turn. There's only ever a point to have one because you can only use his effect once per turn. So if you have like 3 of them, only one could resurrect. And then he gains 800 attack, which is pretty sweet. But it's nothing like, the Necros guys who have a Trishula and all that stuff, so. Like this, I think this might be the best build of the deck, honestly. It does what this deck needs to do, and that's win first turn. So yeah, the extra deck is just, a side deck is just whatever cards. Defusion, I don't know. Just to break them back up, I don't know. Whatever. And then maybe Poly again. Frightfurs. Oh, it's just stuff I was thinking about. But yeah. That's basically it. I've tried different ones. This is with some trap stuns in there and stuff like that. But yeah, this is the main one. This is the one I really like. And then here's one. I saw a guy who, this isn't his whole deck, but he was online. Here's a more, he posted a video online. He took like top 16 at a tournament or something, and using Fluffals. And this is what he used, I'm pretty sure. So here's some side deck cards. Fairy Wind for the pendulums, fusion weapon, because I don't think that card is trash, but whatever. Breakthrough skill, obviously light imprisoning, chaos trap for because this deck can get locked down. That's the problem. It can get like if your opponent brings out like a Beals. I remember like I brought out a Beals and I was just like game, like leave, instant quit. So yeah, some things you gotta watch out. Fusion Reserve is such a good card for this deck. It's more of like a extended card. Like it'll keep you safe in the later rounds. You can run some MSTs to keep you safe. But yeah, that's just a different build. But yeah, stick with this guy. Definitely. And that's basically it. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care. Hasta luego. And peace out.